Hi peeps, good morning. Right, today I'm going to do something a little bit different I think today. Got the oxides back out. I'm going to do just try these different colours out. Speckled egg, blueprint sketch and aged mahogany. Stamping in Versafine Clair Nocturne. Might add some other colours as well, yeah, we don't know yet. Right, stamps. I want to put this into play. But I also want to use these mushrooms with the eyes by Lisa Magical Maker. I think they go quite well actually, space and mushrooms. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. So yeah, and possibly, I don't know about this one yet. I might add some of these elements in as well from the tree scene builder. But yeah, so I want to go with the mushroom characters, and I want to go with this pink. This is sorry, not Pink Ink. Pink Ink's sister company. I'll get my words out in a minute. Fly Me to the Moon. Cat King Crafts. It's the Pink Ink sister company. Cat King Crafts. Design of Laura Zolla. Very, very good stamps. So I'm going to give that a go as well. These are just absolute brilliant fun to use. Fun guy. And like I say, we'll have a go with, I might use some of these stones and pebbles on the ground and put some twigs and things. We'll see where it goes. The first one, what I want to do is want to use this as a background. So I don't want it too prominent. I'm not going to stamp it in black, I don't think. Right, so cardstock. Again, I'm using A5 card, as usual, A5 card blank. Which is 15 by 21 centimeters. I'm using a silver mirror mat, 14 by 20 centimeters, and some smooth watercolor card, 300 GSM, 13 by 19 centimeters. And I've already, as you can see, rounded the corners off with my corner rounder. So that'll be my card once it's together. So I'm just going to chuck them to one side for now. Right, I think what I'm going to do, let's just see how big what sit do I need for this. I need quite a big block for this one. Will it fit on there? It's just about fits on there, don't it? That's good enough. Right, what I want to do is I want to try different colours on it. So I'm going to use 3 different colours on that. What I'll do is, let me just move that out of the way. Try not to get my arms too much in the way. I'm going to lay some of these colours down. I'll start with the lightest first. I want that bit in the middle to be quite prominent, but I don't want it to look plenty on. I don't want it to look too square, like it's just come off the pad. That's the speckled egg. I do love that colour. I've got some blueprint sketch here, so I'm going to go around some parts with the blueprint sketch. Go all the way around actually with the blueprint sketch. But then I'm just going to add on top of that blue a few bits of this aged mahogany. And I'm just going to dab a bit here and there with this because this is quite a strong colour. Okay. I'll take the blue out altogether. See where it goes. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not just going to plonk that down on my paper, I'm going to spritz my paper first. I've got my water spritzer. Sprit the back first because that will save any curling up, supposedly. Oh, that's carried on spritzing itself. Right, so that paper is now wet. I don't know what that's, put that there. So now, make sure I'm not too wet. Let's just get rid of some of that from under there. I don't want to lose all my ink. So that, as you can see, that's got quite a light spraying on there. Well, I don't know if you can see that, but it's quite a light spraying. I always spray the back first, because if you spray the back of your card first, when you spray the front, it'll stop that bowing. If you just spray one side, your card will bow, then your ink's just going to go to the sides. So right, so I'm going to plonk this down. I want it to be kind of in the background but more above, so I'm going to put it about there. And what should happen is the ink should start to take that colour and bleed out, hopefully. It's a technique I've not done for a long time. I did this with that pink ink wolf stamp one time and it come out gorgeous. I loved it. But this is something a little bit different. I may have to stamp it in black as well to get some definition. We'll see how it goes. Right. There we go. Oh, now I'm liking that. I'm liking that. And if I do want the colour to spread a bit further, just add a bit more spritz. So that's that. I like to clean my stamps off. A lovely big stamp, that one. Stick that on there. So that's that one done. Might use some of the other elements on there as well, because you do get, as you know, with pink ink, you do get your money's worth with those. You get quite a few bits and pieces to go as well, little worker stamps to go with. So that's that for now. So I'm going to let that bleed a little. I'm going to spritz a bit of water this side to get some movement on this side. Well, I am when the sprayer decides to work. There you go. It needs refilling, that does. Right, just to let it spread out a little bit. Just quite like that. Some nice colour in that, I think. I don't know whether to dab the colour because I might lose too much, or whether just to dry it, stop it in its tracks where it is. Get some of the excess water from around it. See, if I dab I might lose. Yeah, you see, you lose too much. Take some of that dark out maybe. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to try and dry off what's left. I don't want to lose too much detailing. Because I did really just want it as a background. Actually, I will dab that because I don't want that red to be too strong. And it's quicker drying as well. There you go. Get it dry enough so I can stamp if I need to stamp over it. That should do it. Right. Not had the oxides out for quite some time, have I really? So that's dry enough for me to stamp on now. So you see what I mean by that? It makes it bleed, but it gives a good effect, and you've still got some of that lovely detail in there as well, and you can still see the rings around the, I don't know if it's meant to be Saturn or not, I don't know what it's meant to be, but right. So I think now I'm going to create, which mushroom shall I use? That one behind. I like the eyelash ones. I'm going to use this one because I've not used this one yet. A bit of ground maybe just there. Yeah. Okay, let's see then. Let's do a bit of ground first. Stick that to that there. Got my nice thick fluffy jumper on today. The sun's shining, but it's rather chilly out there despite the sun shining. So I'm going to use these just to have a bit of ground. I actually leave a border around. I think I leave a bit of a border around the edge. Bit in between. Okay. Well, I've got something going on in the background behind everything else. Give that a clean. This is just a microfiber cloth, by the way, one of those nice proper soft absorbent ones, not one of those ones that just spread your water everywhere like the nylon stuff. It's proper soft cloth and it's just wet with water. That's all I use for cleaning. Don't use any detergents or anything like that, just plain old water on a microfiber cloth. Does the trick nicely. Right, so we're going to do this mushroom with the big long lashes. Look at that, lush lashes. Very creative, Lisa is. She's very creative. I do love her stamps range. Still got plenty more to get. That's that one. That didn't stamp out too great, which means my card's not quite dry enough, but that's okay. By the time I've painted it, it'll be fine. So it looks now like there's something good on the foreground. That's like a space explosion in the background. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. I'm liking that a lot. So that's that one. I'm going to put one out in the background. One of these smaller one. Or that one maybe. Let's have a look at that one. What would that one look like in the background over there? I think I want to put him about there. All that grass in his eyes though, isn't it? That's okay because I'll paint that out anyway. Or not actually, because the grass will be okay. Right, okay. Let's put that one there. Put it the right way on the block. First, Ange, silly moot. I'm going to kind of just add that part, not the ground. I want it to look almost like he's coming off of that one. Like that. Okay. Awesomes. Give that a clean. Put him away. Now I'm thinking something at the top as well, so maybe I will use this set. Push that right to the background, put some branches coming out there. Yeah, I think that's what we need. Have some branches coming. I don't know to leave a border or not. I'm not completely. I might put some little mushrooms in the background as well. So this is the tree scene builder. Get me words out in a minute. Yeah, stamp it in black so I can paint it. That's it. Let's just wipe that bit off there. Let's put some more branches in, make it look like they're in the background. Yep. A bit more coming out there. Probably could have done me a bit more actually. Keep turning my card round. Sorry for that. I keep faffing around. And try and get out back where I was, or thereabouts. I want some more coming out there, but I don't want it too dark. Okay, that's all I want on there. And let me use that small block for these mushrooms. Some of these little mushrooms in the background. That's it. I think that's all I really need. Not on there. That's it. Okay, right then, let's get to some painting done. Get to do some painting. I don't know whether to just go over that with a light. I don't know. It's just to bring it out a bit more. I'm not really sure what to do about that. I don't know if I like it just as it is or whether to bring that out. I think I want to bring that out a bit more. Yeah, I do. Where did I put that stamp? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm just going to make it a bit more prominent. I mean, I love how the colours are very spread, but I just want it to be a bit more prominent. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp it again. Hopefully get it lined up nicely. Usually I do this on the what's it? The platform. So if I do it that, what I'll do, I want it to stand out more, but I don't want it to be too dark. So I'm going to stamp it in that. I don't think that would be too dark. Or would that be even better? Let's have a look. Let's try it in this blue. It just emphasise the lines a little bit more. That's all I want to do. I've got to see if I can line it up. Right, let's see, where are we? Right. That goes with that, that goes with that, that goes with that. Sorry if I get my head in the camera for a minute. I just need to see what I'm doing with this. It's difficult because now obviously I've all my lines are all spayed out now, haven't they? I think we're about there. I think we're about. That's lined up, that's lined up, that's not, that's lined up. About there. Don't matter if it's slightly off anyway. It's all a bit whizzy in the background anyway, so. Let's see if that just brings it. Oh, now we're seeing double. I quite like that actually, that's really good actually. You know, we've got these magical mushrooms down here and seeing double all makes sense really, doesn't it? Right, okay. You can see that more now, can't you? So you got my drift with that. Right, so let's get a bit of paint done. And paint these mushrooms and things. Right, what have I got in here? Andy Skinner. I believe I've got Andy Skinner in there. Yeah, what colours is, what is that? Right, let me get me Andy Skinner paints on. There we go. Right, so I want to put a little bit of, I do want some red. I like my mushrooms to be red. It's just me. I do like my mushrooms to be red. We need a tiny spot. Not going to be an awful lot of colour going in this. We'll have some of this cold steel. These are the Inkology inks, by the way, by Andy Skinner. They're brilliant. I love them. The colours are awesome. Colours are amazing. I've only got a few. I need to get some more. I think I've got some turquoisey green there. Pretty much good to go, I think. Right then, let's get some little paint brushes out. Plonk that one in there. Right, a little bit of red. And that one. Nice vibrant colour to match with the rest of it. These can all be red as well. These ones in the background, I'll take some of the colour out of them ones just to make them look a bit less prominent. So I'm not sure I'll need to, I think it's already there. Okay, here's the red for that. I want some darker areas of red. So let's take out a bit of colour off of that. And these ones in the background, take out a bit of colour from them. So the foreground ones stand out more, a bit of shading on top of that one. Okay. Grey, I'll use the grey for the body. I've got a little bit of brown here. If I mix that with that, a little bit of grey with that bit of brown that's in there, it gives a kind of a mushroomy colour, doesn't it? Mushroomy stalk colour. Imagine eating mushrooms like this. I'd certainly see you through the week, wouldn't they? Pardon the pun. It would definitely see you through the week, wouldn't they, with them eyes? Okay. Now then, nice. Let's give them some nice vibrant coloured eyes. So we go with this turquoisey colour. Oh yeah, that is nice actually. So this one can go turquoise. I think I'd want both turquoise. Yeah. If I can get a bit of that turquoise to go in that white, you know, you get that bluey whiteness, the whites of your eyes. That's what I want in them. That bluey whiteness, and then perhaps a little bit pink there and there. How's that? Aye. What's that colour? What have I got in there? Oh, that's something great. Big load of dark grey there. I've got some more out as well. So what colour's that then? That's a bluey green. I want to make it a bit, well, there you go, a nice greenish colour there. I'm just mixing what bits of paint are left in the palette, it just clears it up. I'm just going to put some colour where those grasses are, just to make it look lively. Put more down there as well. I know with the rocks there that would probably be water there, but I suppose I could do a bit of water. Mushrooms growing by the riverside where it's nice and damp. But that would make sense as well, wouldn't it? I'm just keeping practically a dry brush now, just to flick a bit of colour through there, and the grasses. A bit of that grey for these rocks. Nice quick card today, makes a change, doesn't it? Okay. Right, what I want to do now is, don't know if I need anything else in the background of that, we have to keep it just white. Is it prominent enough? I know, I get the feeling it's not really standing out quite enough. It's that darker brown. Add a bit of contrast, light and dark. There you go. Leave them in together. I'm going to use my black pen. This is just a uni pin fine liner, 0.4. Just going to go around some of these lines because, especially where the iris is and the pupil, so I want those eyes to really stand out. That's it. Quite sleepy looking eyes, aren't they, these? Especially this one. Looks like he's half asleep. So I want to be able to see the definition of those eyes. That's it. Now these eyelashes, these are just brilliant. Just darken them a little bit. So I didn't quite dry my card out enough, I don't think. That's why it didn't stamp so well. It stamps so clearly. Should have dried it a little bit more. So I just want to define these lashes a little bit. They are magnificent lashes. I love top eyelashes like this. Real sweepy. Sweeping eyelashes. Swoosh. Swoosh, swoosh. Fantastic. There, I think I'll just go around some of these. Cat hair. Blooming cat. Gets everywhere, she does, with her bloody hairs. That's okay, that's got dark enough lines. There. I think that's looking pretty damn good. Pretty darn good. Let's trace some of them lines around. didn't want to use the black ink because it would have just been too prominent, whereas I've just used this. It's only a little bit of black, not a great big dollop of it. Yeah, I like that. Liking that a lot. Still a little bit froggy, not quite as bad as I was last week. Yeah, I'm liking that. Some of these stars and things, I might put some silver on those, but I just want to put a little bit of background behind these. I'm not sure what colour to go with. Have a bit of Skinner's Gold. So a bit of Skinner's Gold. Let's wipe that out there because I've already tainted me yellow from that. I do love this Skinner's Gold colour. It's great. And I just want to water it down a little bit. Oh, water it down a lot. Water it down a little bit and just put a bit in between there. That's a bit too bright really for what I wanted, but so what I'll do is I'll put it in and take it out. It's still a bit too dark. Let's just get rid of, bleed some of that out. I just wanted faint yellow in the background. Have I got a clean bit in my palette anywhere? What's in here? Nothing much in there, is there? Let's get rid of that. Until you wash your palette out properly, you have to be so careful. You know, it only takes a tiny little amount stuck in a corner and it'll bleed into your paint, into your ink. If you're not careful. So, see what I mean? Even off my brush ain't cleaned enough yet. Give that a good cleaning. There you go. A little bit of yellow. Just wanted a little bit. That's it. Pale. Just to go behind. Everything else will probably blend in with it as well, but it doesn't matter. Just want to drag that colour in there a bit, that's all. Just like to have something going on behind, you know what I mean? Oh, let me fly. So it gives it a bit more atmosphere, doesn't it? And nothing too much. Probably should have used a bigger brush for this. Washing in colour, but there you go. Right, I'll just dab away the excess. Little bit. There, that's better. I've got something in the background now, I can move that paint out of the way. Yeah, something a little bit different. So now, let's have a look and find a nice, oh there's silver right on top, that's lucky. Sparkling colours to go on those eyelashes. Oh, that purple might be nice. What I was thinking with this silver, just go around there. Gives it a bit of sparkle. See what I mean? Gives just, I don't know if you can see that, I don't know if you can catch that sparkle or not. Yeah, there you go. I'm just going to fill in, just do some of these little bits and pieces. There's these little stars about. Yeah, I went quite way off, didn't I, actually? Little bits in the trees. Just tried a bit of shine, a bit of glimmer. See? Glimmer. Bit of shine on there. And these lashes, I think these lashes deserve a nice colour. Trying to follow exactly where they are. I love how she puts the little spots on as well, that's great. Great added effect that is. Yeah, what do you think to that? Nice purpley lashes. And now, last but not least, my bleed proof white. Water it down a little bit. It does tend to get a bit gloopy in your pot. I have already watered this down once. Looks like it's come to the surface as well, so always put a little bit in the lid and work from that. What I want to do now is put a bit around there. Just to brighten it up a little bit. So I'd really to put a shine line on this one with all the lashes in between. And that just shows the water's edge. I think that's about it. I should put a bit of colour on the tree, make it look like it's got some buds. What do you think? But yeah, let's put some colour in that tree. It's not very brown, is it? Soon make it brown. More of a green than a brown, but that will do. There you go. Just mixing a bit of colour up to get a... There you go, now we've got brown. There you go. Just adds a bit more definition. Just got a branch sticking right out there. Nice gnarly branches. And we can put some little red or pink buds on. It's just coming into bud, into springtime. That's it. Just gives a bit more definition. So now I'm going to put some nice buds on it. Just going to put little red dots here and there just to make it look like it's coming into flower. Coming into buds. On the ends of the branches. Don't have to be anything perfect, just dot it about there just to add some colour. I think that's about done it. And there we go. A lovely funky mushroom card. Funky mushroom space out card. Shall I do one of my drawing lines around it? Just draw it in, or I could perhaps I could use maybe that mahogany colour. Yeah, just bring some of that mahogany in around the edge. Oh, there's my postman. Just bring it all in a bit around the edge. I find putting something around it just pulls everything together, I find. There you go. I think that's old brushes as well. Blimey, we are doing well today. Going back to all my old stuff. Why not? It's there, might as well use it. Got used to using all these new products from Creative Expressions when I was on the design team. And you tend to forget about your old stuff. But now it's back in use. But there you go. How's that? Got some sparkle on there as well. With the eyelashes and everything else. Let me give you a close up of those mushrooms with the eyes. They're great, aren't they? I think probably should have put a bit of white in that eye actually. Get some. That's it. Get some colour, some white, make it shine it. A bit more prominent. There you go. There's the eyes done now. And the whole thing. Space explosion. So that now goes on to that. And that will go on to that. To create my finished card. There you go, peeps. I do hope you enjoyed this little demo. Mixing it up. Get all your stamps out. Mix them, match them. Have fun with them. Not everything has to be in perfect line with everything else. Just shove it all on there. Mix it and match it up. There you go then. I will see you next time. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye for now.